Hello, everyone. So if you are new to our church, my name is Kyle Meier. I'm the lead pastor at The Peak, and we wanted to create this video to give you some exciting updates as it relates to our plans to regather for worship indoors. So in case you missed it, on this past weekend, Father's Day weekend, we shared a really encouraging announcement that we're going to start moving back indoors for in-person worship beginning Sunday, July 11th. Sunday, July 11th. Now, I am sure that this sort of creates a lot of questions for you and for your family as you're trying to figure out how we're going to regather, how we're going to come back for worship. And so on this webpage, or if you're watching this on our e-news that you receive every Wednesday, our hope is that we've answered at least the initial questions that came to mind for us that folks might have sort of right on the top of their heads as to, how and what worship is going to look like in the short term and in the long term. And so just so you know, we've built a plan that is happening in phases. So we're going to start slow. And so phase one that's going to start on July 11th is actually going to start with an acknowledgement that at first we will not have programming for our kiddos and for students quite yet, just for a couple weeks. This will give us some time to sort of rebuild those teams and start putting schedules and calendars together for the fall. But because we're all going to be worshiping in the sanctuary together with kids and students and adults, we're going to require masks for everybody to continue to protect the vulnerable among us, to continue to live into that value we've been exercising for well over a year now. We are going to mandate masks for everyone, and there will also be some social distancing measures you'll see in the sanctuary as you go into worship. You'll see there will be little stickers on the seats that tell you where not to sit, where to sit, so as to keep everybody properly spaced out. So that's what July is going to look like. This is why we're calling it a soft launch, to sort of get things up and rolling. In August, you're going to start seeing a little bit more introduced back into our worshiping life. So we're going to introduce children's programming, a modified version of that. We're going to have nursery available. We have modified programming for youth. We'll still sort of feel out what it looks like when it comes to masks. We might keep the mask mandate for the duration of August and keep social distancing measures in place as well, even though kids will not be in the sanctuary with adults at that time, just to sort of ease into this phased in worship approach together. And all of that is aimed towards specifically Sunday, September 12th. So right now, keyword target, that is our target date for our official relaunch as a church, our indoor worship relaunch as a church, where we'll go back to our 2 services. We will have full programming in children and in youth. And at that moment, we're going to continue to do what we've always done, which is continue to keep our pulse on case counts and variants and vaccination rates and all of those various things. And if it looks like at that moment we can make masks optional for fully vaccinated folks, especially because kids and adults will be kept separate for the majority of worship, except for like maybe in passing as you're coming into worship, then we will sort of move to that option again to sort of resume normalcy, which I know y'all are hungry for. I'm hungry for as well. And I'm looking forward to that day very soon. And so again, we understand that this video, this page, a lot of this information that we're putting out this week may not answer all of those questions. And so if you still have questions as it relates to what worship's going to look like and maybe the logistics of it, please feel free to email us. Feel free to email us at communications@pqmc.org, and we will try to answer any of those questions as best we can. Final thing I want to say is this. So I understand that as you're watching this video and as you're hearing the news, you and your family may still not feel ready. You may still not feel comfortable returning to indoor in-person worship. And if that's you, I just want to encourage you and say, that's okay, right? We're all going to we're navigating this weird space right now, and we're all going to kind of go at different paces, which is totally fine. But that is why we have always said all along that online worship is here to stay for us. It was a strategy we had to go to for during this pandemic, but it is a strategy we're going to continue so that we can continue to reach you when you're traveling for vacation and for work, and reach other folks who are looking for a church home. And so beginning on July 11th, we're going to move to just one service. If you're using the peak.online.church platform, there'll be one service at 10 a.m. or obviously you can watch and worship at any point via on demand on our YouTube channel. Friends, again, thank you for your patience with us. Thank you for the grace that you've extended to myself and our leadership team as we continue to try to figure out how to make plans and to step into the future as faithfully and as cautiously and just as wisely as we can. Thank you for doing that and extending that to us. And I look forward to being back together and to seeing you very, very soon.